Ksee 24 News at 6:30 starts right now.
Local news that matters. This is Ksee 24 News at 6:30.
A Valley correctional officer behind bars tonight suspected of killing his girlfriend.
Also, we're getting reaction coming in from local lawmakers after an effort to repeal Prop 47 fails in Sacramento. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Alexander Balakian.
And I'm Stephanie Barugian. Developing tonight, a Corcoran correctional officer facing murder charges for his girlfriend, 32-year-old Mary Lou Olmedo, after claiming that she had killed herself. 34-year-old Luis Pulido Esparza called police to report that she had committed suicide on Sunday night. Pulido Esparza is a correctional officer for the Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation. Olmedo's family says she was a loving mother to her children.
To be remembered as Mary Lou, the person who, hardworking mother who adored her kids, who was driven and was living her dream.
Investigators discovered there were 3 children in the home.
Local reaction coming in for Prop 47 as a new repeal effort fails in Sacramento today. You might remember the prop was approved by voters in 2014. It downgrades some theft and drug felonies to misdemeanor charges. Our Natalie Vera joining us live in studio with more on what this means going forward. Natalie.
So Prop 47 raised the threshold for felony theft to $950. That was up from $400, and it also helped with overcrowding at prisons. This applies to nonviolent crimes, by the way, and supporters say it prevented people from reoffending thanks to behavioral and educational programs under this act. But those who oppose it say it encouraged people to break the law and walk away with a slap on the wrist. Central Valley Assemblymember Jim Patterson was one of the representatives looking to overturn Prop 47, but the state committee rejected this effort today.
It was a shameful example of their utter disregard for the consequences of Prop 47 and what it is doing to victims of crime in California.
And Jim Patterson also blamed Prop 47 for the rise in smash and grabs throughout the state, though some reports show several of those cases involved stolen property valued above that $950 felony threshold implemented under Prop 47. And Jim Patterson is also tackling catalytic converter thieves. He introduced a bill that would expand the California Highway Patrol task force, and I'll have more details coming up at 11. For now, live in studio, I'm Natalie Vera. Back to you.
Natalie, thank you. President Biden announcing a ban on Russian oil and gas imports. Washington correspondent Alexandra Limon with the details.
Good oil and This ban on Russian oil and gas comes via an executive order from President Biden, and it shows just how quickly things are changing. Just yesterday, the White House said a decision hadn't been made yet on the issue.
This is a step that we're taking to inflict further pain on Putin.
But President Biden recognizes the ban on Russian oil and gas imports will also bring pain at the pump.
Defending freedom is going to cost. It's going to cost us as well.
Even so, Republicans and Democrats on Capitol Hill have both called for the ban.
I strongly support this decision to ban Russian oil.
As Russia continues its unprovoked attack on Ukraine, some 2 million people have fled looking for safety. And Ukraine accuses Russia of attacking routes used to escape or bring in aid. Connecticut Senator Richard Blumenthal says more can still be done to inflict financial pain on Russia.
And my hope is that Americans will demand that American companies stop doing business.
Tuesday's ban also blocks new U.S. investments in Russia's energy sector and prohibits Americans from financing foreign companies that invest in Russian energy. While he supports the steps, Republican Senate Leader Mitch McConnell says the Biden administration didn't act fast enough.
As President Zelensky himself said publicly last week, while he appreciates all the Western help, much of it is ultimately arriving too late.
In addition to the billions of dollars Russia will lose from the U.S. ban, By the end of the year, the UK says it will phase out Russian oil and gas completely, while the European Union will slash its imports of both by 2/3. The reason the European Union isn't banning oil and gas imports altogether is because the EU is much more reliant on Russian energy than the United States. Reporting in Washington, Alexandra Limon.
Today is International Women's Day, a day to celebrate the many achievements of women worldwide.
And of course, there are a lot of local standouts as well. And I had the chance to meet one remarkable woman in our own community. If you had to pick one word to describe Jamie Hamill de la Cerda, it would have to be passionate. She's passionate about her work. All right, where do we go first?
Go straight, go straight.
Okay. She's the founder of the Diamond Learning Center in Clovis, serving adults over 18 with intellectual disabilities. And she's passionate about her life.
Let's go, baby.
A single mother of 3 sons, the 3 kings, as she calls them, including 16-year-old Elijah, who has Down syndrome.
She makes a statement when she enters a room, who she is and what she does and what she brings to the table all the time.
Bridget Franco, who works at the center, says Jamie's passion, dedication, and drive are what make her remarkable.
We always have to remind her to think of herself. She always has this selfless thought in her head that, you know what, how can I help somebody else? How can I help that, you know, what do they need?
So this is our bulldog, Jim. Definitely bulldog. Yeah, definitely. Bulldog.
Jamie overcame personal hardships growing up, graduated from Fresno State and got her master's degree in special education. She was teaching in the public school system when she realized the need for services for adults who have aged out of other programs.
And the little diamond is our student, and we hold our students high. They're resilient from the earth, they shine.
Jamie says the diamonds in the center's name refers to the people it serves, but the center itself is a diamond. Established in 2005, it provides education and job skills for 160 adults, for the students and the staff who work there.
I believe in the underdog and helping someone be all that they can be. And sometimes they don't even realize the potential they have inside them, but we can sort of figure out what that is and then present it and see if it's something that they choose to do.
Hi, guys.
COVID closed this center for 17 months, but Jamie made sure it transitioned online and continued paying the staff. Now reopened for in-person learning, it's busy once again. And at the center of it all, its dedicated founder, who also happens to be the mother of a child with special needs.
Anything that we choose to do here, when our team looks at it, my final word is, would I have my son do that? And if it's no, then we don't do it.
Her passion for work and her passion for life are what make Jamie Hamill de la Cerda remarkable.
This is just the start of a little series you're going to get to do.
Yeah, we'll be highlighting 3 other remarkable women from our own community coming up later this month.
All right, be fun to watch.
Still to come at 6:30, an 8th grade student who is a shining example of good character.
And why her teacher felt she deserved to be recognized.
Your other headlines for tonight: sunshine for Wednesday. It'll be warmer too. Thursday, though, will be a little cooler because of a breeze. And another reminder, we're going to spring forward this weekend. That's because daylight saving time. That's going to be happening this Saturday night. Your 4-day. That'll be in the high range into the weekend. Elm, ash, and oak, the predominant pollens. I'll have your complete forecast as Ksee 24 News continues.
This is Ksee 24 News at 6:30 with Alexon Balakian, Stephanie Baruchian, and the certified most accurate forecast with AMS certified Chief Meteorologist AJ Fox. Your local weather authority, Ksee 24, local news that matters. Know an inspiring educator? Go to yourcentralvalley.com and tell us. Each week, Ksee 24 News honors one exceptional local educator. They win supplies for their classroom and are added to the Teacher's Honor Wall at Fresno State. We applaud, we honor, we celebrate. Educator of the Week, Wednesdays on Ksee 24. Brought to you by Educational Employees Credit Union, Fresno County Superintendent of Schools, and Tulare County Office of Education.
Why was Jacoby & Myers voted the #1 injury law firm 3 years in a row? Because we have experienced attorneys, we deliver for our clients, and we win again and again. We get our clients up to 10 times the original insurance offer. Choose Jacoby & Myers.
Everyday people making a big difference. I've seen remarkable women contributing to their families, mothers and daughters from generation to generation, inspiring change in the Valley. The dynamic and generous women I've met are the heart and soul of the Central Valley. I see what matters. I see local stories making an impact. And I invite you to see it all here every day on Ksee 24 News.
The best care starts with the best doctors. The ones who are by your side for the little things, the big things, and everything in between. At Community Health System, we believe supporting physicians and making it easier for them to provide the best care lets doctors focus on what matters most, taking care of you. We are stronger together.
Why would Stanton Optical choose a spokesbird? They're not your typical eye care company. I'm not your typical penguin. We're a team. There's no I in eye care. Wait.
Get 2 pairs of glasses, including an eye exam, anti-glare lenses, and same-day service for only $79.
Ksee 24 News is brought to you in part by Midland Tractor. Now, AMS certified Chief Meteorologist AJ Fox with your local weather authority forecast.
Well, we're in the above normal category for our afternoon high temperatures, and now we're cooling off for the evening. We're at 65 right now in Fresno, 62 in Hanford, Visalia 63, same in Madera, and Lemoore 64 in Merced, and the coolest spot right now, Porterville, 60 degrees. Looking at compared to yesterday, that's obviously warmer than we were 24 hours ago, and our Valley Cam shows that the thin clouds we had didn't stop us from getting warm at all today, and so a lot of sunshine expected and clear skies tonight. We're going to be kind of cool, but maybe a little bit warm. Nice and clear, no big surprise there. Our satellite picture does show a couple of thin clouds that we saw passing us by. There may be a little bit more of that coming our way because the jet stream is going to be moving right over the Sierra Nevada. That'll increase the clouds there and even a possibility of snow in the next 24 hours and in the next 48 hours. Not only will we see clouds and maybe even isolated snow for the northern Sierra, but getting a little bit closer to the winds that may develop with some areas of rain, and the wind has been going to be a little bit stronger. Therefore, the National Weather Service issued a wind advisory. It's for Thursday, 4 a.m. until 6 p.m. So if you're taking an early weekend and heading south, you're going over to Tehachapi Mountains or the Grapevine, that might be an issue for you. Tonight, expect an overnight low of 36 in Pixley, 41 in Porterville, 40 for Visalia, a 38 in Hanford, 5 Points, 39, same in Mendota, San Joaquin, Madera, Chowchilla, all 38, same in Merced, and a 39 for Los Banos. High temperature expect in Dos Palos, 74, Mariposa, 65, 62 in Oakhurst, 73 in San Joaquin, a 72 in Selma, Hanford and Lemoore, 73, same in Kettleman City, 72 in Corcoran, Tulare and Visalia, 71, Porterville and Delano, 69 degrees. Air quality will be good across the valley. With your renewable solar forecast, a lot of sunshine coming our way, so very high numbers Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Tonight, clear skies. Looking for an overnight low in Fresno and Clovis of 43 degrees. That's a little bit warmer than this morning, not by much, but 72, that's a lot warmer than today, a noticeable amount. And so, again, above normal, but temperatures drop again with the breeze on Thursday, down to 67 degrees. And then on Friday, we recover, and temperatures are going to get back into the mid-70s this weekend. Temperatures will drop off again on Tuesday with another breeze pushing us back down into the 60s. And your regional forecast is available on our website at yourcentralvalley.com. So please go check it out there. And don't forget that little clock symbol that's on Sunday means that we change our clocks and we spring forward. We set our clocks ahead 1 hour Saturday night, or let's be honest, Sunday morning when we forgot to do it. Yeah.
But you're going to keep reminding us anyway.
Yes. Yeah. AJ, thank you.
Celia is being recognized for outstanding character after her teacher noticed how responsible she is.
Caroline Collins taking us to Global Learning Charter School for this week's Your Character Matters report.
Daisy Guzman is an 8th grade student at Global Learning Charter School in Visalia. It was during the pandemic when learning was done all online. Her teacher noticed Daisy was juggling more than just her own classes.
She had to keep leaving Zoom class, and so I was curious and asked her what was going on, and then that's when I met her little sisters and started to see that, oh, she's helping them try to figure out how to get on Zoom, how to do their work, and so just a conversation started later, and I wanted to just celebrate that. What a great big sister.
Daisy says her father isn't the best with technology, so she had to step in.
I had to help both my sisters, and with the internet issues, I had to help them reconnect and homework and stuff.
Along with helping her two younger sisters with school, she takes on the responsibility of helping her parents around the house.
She goes above and beyond. I don't even know how she does that, because her family had been in a situation where she also needed to help her father for a time. He had been hurt.
Daisy's younger sister, thankful for all her big sister's help.
She helps my dad, my mom, and me and my little sister.
Daisy says she just tries to work hard in school and at home, setting an example for her sisters and other students.
Always do what you do. Behave, be nice and kind to all teachers. Be a good role model at school, and that's all.
Daisy Guzman proving why your character matters. Caroline Collins, Ksee 24, local news that matters.
And she is a standout.
Yeah.
Still ahead on Ksee 24 News at 6:30. Millions of dollars being invested in South Fresno.
How the city plans to use the money after this.
I see on Ksee stories of everyday people making a big difference. I've seen remarkable women contributing to their families, mothers and daughters from generation to generation, inspiring change in the valley. The dynamic and generous women I've met are the heart and soul of the Central Valley. I see what matters. I see local stories making an impact. And I invite you to see it all here every day on Ksee 24 News.
Ksee 24 News is brought to you in part by Jacoby & Myers.
Looking for home medical equipment? Well, look no further. Here at AZHME, we proudly carry quality brands of wheelchairs, rollators, hospital beds, bath safety, and much more, including Golden Technologies lift chairs and power scooters. Plus, we carry a full line of orthopedic bracing and sports taping. Try it, buy it, and take it home or have it delivered. Located in River Park. Call today at 559-435-2960.
The weather is changing, grass is sprouting, and flowers are blooming earlier than usual. Buzz Allergy knows that colds, as well as COVID-19 and other viruses, have similar symptoms to allergies, asthma, and sinus issues. Take away the guesswork and get proper diagnosis and early treatment before allergy symptoms arrive. There's no need to suffer. Live a full and active life. Contact Buzz Allergy today and breathe easier.
Looking for home medical equipment? Well, look no further. Here are quality brands of wheelchairs, rollators, hospital beds, bath safety, and much more, including Golden Technologies lift chairs and power scooters. Plus, we carry a full line of orthopedic bracing and sports taping. Try it, buy it, and take it home or have it delivered. Located in River Park. Call today at 559-435-2960.
At USAA, we've been called too exclusive because we were created for officers. But we've grown to serve all who've honorably served, no matter their rank or when they were in. A Marine just out of boot camp or a petty officer from 73, and even his kids and their kids. USAA is made for all who honorably serve and their eligible family members. Are we still exclusive? Absolutely. And that's exactly why you should join.
Hi, Bruce here for Jackson Jewelers, where we buy your old gold.
professionally designed custom pieces, especially for you, or help you find the perfect bridal ring. Stop by and see us in Old Town Clovis. Jackson Jewelers, where we treat you like family.
Next ET.
It's a big night.
The ACM Awards are wild about Dolly.
It's going to be really, really good.
We are all over country music's Sin City celebration. Next ET.
Entertainment tonight, weeknights at 7:30 on Ksee 24.
Millions of dollars are being earmarked to clean up Fresno's disadvantaged neighborhoods. The money coming from the state's Clean California grant program. Our Liv Johnson with the story.
Forgotten neighborhoods. That's how city leaders are describing the area of South Fresno that they want to put $5 million towards after being awarded the highest possible grant from the state's Clean California grant program.
The vision that I have for Fresno is an inclusive, prosperous, pride in their neighborhood and their community. What this grant will do for us is to be able to restore that sense of pride.
City officials say the grant will fund multiple projects on Olive, Belmont, Blackstone, and Millbrook, including a complete rebuild of the Belmont median, 95 trees planted on Belmont Avenue, amenity improvements at 8 bus stops, and a litter cleanup crew.
This is the single largest investment on Belmont, but it keeps our promise to rebuild and restore South Fresno neighborhoods.
Mayor Dyer saying some of the money will also be used for beautification projects.
Blackstone, Abbey, Fresno Street, and First, you're going to see 4 murals painted on those abutment slopes all along the 180 corridor.
Raul Duran has owned a taco restaurant on Belmont for 12 years and says he believes the street needs a major revitalization and hopes the projects might benefit local businesses.
If they see the street looks clean and maybe with trees or put like some landscaping on the streets, it's going to be look better. It's going to bring more business for our business.
Liv Johnson, Ksee 24, local news that matters.
The Fresno County Board of Supervisors proclaimed March 2022 as Red Cross Month. Red Cross volunteers and staff deliver vital services from providing relief and support to those in crisis to helping families get prepared for emergencies. They've been dedicated to serving people for over 140 years. Our local chapter here in the Valley is grateful that their volunteers are getting some recognition.
The worst day at the Red Cross is the best place I've ever been. It's amazing work.
And the Board of Supervisors is encouraging citizens of Fresno County to reach out and support its humanitarian mission, especially this month, and to volunteer whenever you can.
Still to come, some very special guests visit some kids in a Georgia hospital.
How many kids reacted to their tiny visitors after this?
Children of the Russian oligarchs. They're young, gorgeous, and worth millions. Why are so many of them turning on Putin? What they want the world to know. Next, Inside Edition.
Inside Edition tonight at 7 on Ksee.
Fresno is proud to be helping future professionals follow their dreams and reach great goals. We can help you pursue your career in cosmetology or barbering, and financial aid is available to those who qualify. Come make it happen now at Paul Mitchell The School, Fresno.
Well, this is our new home until the mortgage company that you chose gets the loan closed.
I should have called Country Club Mortgage.
With offices in the Central Valley, your loan will be done quicker and done right. Apply online or call today. Country Club Mortgage.
On the corner of Van Ness and Tulare in downtown Fresno, in what is now the fully restored Rowell Building, fashion furniture got its start in 1960. Fast forward 6 decades, and this is what fashion furniture looks like today. 50,000 square feet of the most beautiful home decorating ideas you've ever seen, including the largest selection of American-made furniture in the Valley. Fashion furniture on El Paso across from River Park. There's nothing like it in all of California.
Looking for home medical equipment? Well, look no further. Here at AZHME, we proudly carry quality brands of wheelchairs, rollators, hospital beds, bath safety, and much more, including Golden Technologies lift chairs and power scooters. Plus, we carry a full line of orthopedic bracing and sports taping. Try it, buy it, and take it home or have it delivered. Located in River Park. Call today at 559-435-2960.
You're different from the other kids. You're so mature. It'll be our secret.
These are things that abusers say to gain the trust of kids. When the abuser is a priest, it's even more devastating for the child who trusted them. For over 30 years, Jeff Anderson has been fighting for survivors of child sexual abuse in California. If you were sexually abused, it's time to take your power back. Call Jeff Anderson and Associates Confidence Time.
First Steps Recovery Outpatient Program really is just that, the first steps.
Not everyone needs an inpatient program or to go to the hospital.
First Steps meant starting my recovery from home.
First Steps meant not having to choose between my job or recovering.
First Steps Recovery offered online programs that fit my schedule.
I'm so grateful for the First Steps Recovery Outpatient Program.
If you or a loved one needs help recovering from addiction, call First Steps Recovery today and take the first step.
First Steps Recovery saved my life.
I'm so glad we called Country Club Mortgage.
Honey, we're home.
With offices in the Central Valley, your loan will be done quicker and done right. Apply online or call 559-636-3333 today. Country Club Mortgage.
Ksee 24 News is brought to you in part by HR Mobile Services.
Ksee 24 Sunrise, the Best of the West wrestling show is coming back to the Central Valley for the 6th year. How you can get your tickets for this weekend's event, all that and more on Ksee 24 Sunrise.
Well, how adorable is this? Some tiny, lovable animals delivering smiles to a children's hospital in Savannah, Georgia. Two adorable miniature therapy horses joined medical staff as they made their afternoon rounds at the facility. And of course, from the look of things here, both the kids and the horses had a pretty good time.
Speaking of furry animal friends, the Fresno Humane Animal Shelter moving to their new site today. Since opening here in Fresno County, they say they've saved more than 80,000 animals, and this new location will help them save even more. Fresno Humane's new site is on Dan Ronquillo Drive near West Avenue. They're open Monday through Saturday from 10 a.m. till 4 p.m.
And before we go, we're looking at nothing but sunshine.
Right, a lot of sunshine, and temperatures kind of go up and down. That has more to do with wind. So we're going to be warmer for Wednesday, and then temperatures drop on Thursday because of a breeze. Then the breeze goes away, and guess what happens? Temperatures go back up again. And mid-70s will be what we have this weekend. Don't forget to change your clocks. We're going to spring forward on Saturday night into Sunday, and everybody will be grumpy on Monday because they missed that hour of sleep.
Yeah, we'll be tired.
Right.
But we'll be
spring-like weather.
We'll enjoy the weather.
Yeah.
Right.
Still. All right, that does it for us. Thank you for joining us.
We'll see you back here at 11.
Real-time views where you live. The Valley Cam Network gives you the latest conditions live. See them on Ksee 24 News or online at yourcentralvalley.com.
There's a smart way to get your clothes dry cleaned and pressed. Simply, safely, and conveniently. Call Mastercraft Natural Dry Cleaning in Fig Garden Village. They'll come to your home or business, pick up your waiting laundry, and deliver your freshly cleaned and pressed clothes once a week, every week. Results are serving and delivery are free. Serving Fresno, Clovis, and now Riverstone, Brighton Crest, and Carruthers. Only Mastercraft offers this service. Cleaned, pressed, and looking your best. Mastercraft Natural Dry Cleaning, Fig Garden Village.
During my last visit home, I noticed some big changes in Mom. She'd lost weight and the health. Called Synergy Home Care. They provide caring companionship, medication reminders, even run errands and help prepare meals.
Choose in-home trusted care services anywhere from 2 to 24 hours a day by calling Synergy Home Care. We are here for you. It's like having a doctor in the family.
Call or log on to their website to schedule a free in-home assessment at no cost. I did it for Mom. I did it for me.
My name is Austin James,
As a musician living with diabetes, finger sticks can be a real challenge. That's why I use the Freestyle Libre 2 system. With a painless 1-second scan, I know my glucose numbers without finger sticks. Now I'm managing my diabetes better, and I've lowered my A1C from 8.2 to 6.7.
Take the mystery out of managing your diabetes and lower your A1C. Now you know. Try it for free at freestylelibre.us.
Life is full of challenges for older adults. At Valley Caregiver Resource Center, we see hope. We're here with the tools you need to take care of your loved ones and take better care of yourself. Valley Caregivers is designed to help families caring for loved ones impaired by chronic ailments. Valley Caregiver provides respite, education classes, legal consulting, support groups, and a personal advocate to walk alongside the caregiver journey. Call Valley Caregiver Resource Center or visit our website for
Pros who know.
Stay healthy. Boost your immune system at Madge Medical Clinic with our special high-dose IV vitamin C therapy. Call 559-7